What's up, guys? Welcome to the Civic Mafia channel. Today we're going to tackle something different, but it's something everybody really wants to know out there who likes to game with their friends. Everybody wants to know how to record my party chat in line with my voice so I can make videos of me and my friends playing and add it to, say, YouTube. So that's what we're going to look at today. Now, I'll show you how I do it. Now, I didn't make this method up. I learned just like everybody else by watching other videos and putting things together and finally figuring out how they work. Now, this is going to work for the Xbox One. I'm not guaranteeing this method will work with any other gaming console. But here in just a second, I'll show you the things you need to make this happen. And I'll also show you how to hook them up together and then hook it up to your computer. I'll also show you what recording software I use in line with all of this. So I hope I can help someone out there to achieve this. Now, you may be asking me, will I need to purchase some things? Yes, you will. So I'll show you what you need. Now, when we start talking about hooking all this up, the main thing is getting the party chat, your friends in line and recorded in sequence with your own, the actual person recording chat, which would be you. So the question is the audio going to be great? Well, in my case, this is the trial and error part where you have to tweak some of your audio settings inside the game and as well as inside your software. Now, why the developers of, say, Elgato and or the Xbox console makes this so difficult? Because this is what everybody wants to do. I have no idea why they make it this difficult. And a lot of people want to do this. And I think Xbox or PS4 or whatever would really have the upper end on console sales if they would make this easy to do. But of course, the reason you're watching this video is because they do not put this in their consoles. They make it so hard. And again, that's another episode to rant on stuff like that. Anyway, here's what you'll need. So here's the overview of what you need. I'll have a list in the description of where you can get it and how much they cost, things of that nature. First, of course, you'll need the Xbox One remote. And then you will definitely need the Xbox One chat adapter that normally comes with your headsets, say your Turtle Beaches, things of that nature. That's very important. And the main ingredient here, we need our Astro powered splitter. That's where all the magic happens. Of course, it takes 2 AA batteries. It will not work correctly without them. Yeah, main ingredient there. And then, of course, you'll need a headset with your regular connection there. And then we'll need a 3.5 or a 1/8 cable, and we'll need a Elgato HD60 capture card. It has your HDMI in and out, as well as an analog audio, and it'll have a USB cable there. Okay, let's go ahead and connect these up. Of course, first we're going to take our Xbox One controller, and you'll see the spot where you can put our party chat or our chat adapter, and just plug it into it. Snaps in firm there. Then we're going to take our main ingredient, our Astro powered splitter. Make sure you have the batteries in, some good batteries. We'll take our powered splitter here and plug it in. And then that's going to give us our 2 ports here. The first one we're going to plug in it's going to be our headset that has the left and right, of course, speakers for your audio and the mic. So this is going to be, easiest way I know how to say it, it's going to be the 3 black stripe connection. That's the easiest way to put it. It will have the 3 black bands on it. All right, then we're going to take our 3.5 or our 1/8 cable, and it will have stereo. It will have your 2 black band connection. Again, trying to keep it simple here. So there we have it. We'll have everything connected to the Astro powered splitter. Our other end here, right somewhere, there it is. We're going to plug that into our computer later, and I'll show you how to do that. But again, here we go, the Elgato HD60. If you plan on just using the Elgato software, you can also do it this way. You can plug your the end that we just had into the analog audio, and that way your headset and everything will be routed through and be put into your Elgato software. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 ways you can do this. The first way I'll show you is just by using the Elgato capture card and the Elgato capture card software only. The second way, and the primary way I use it, will be with the XSplit software while using the Elgato capture card to bring in the video. Okay, here we go. We're going to connect it up just for the Elgato software only, no XSplit. Alright, we're going to take our 3.5 or 1/8 cable and plug it into the analog audio in on our capture card here, just like so. And then we're going to take our HDMI cable that comes from our Xbox One and plug it into the in port right next to the audio there. And then likewise on the other side, we're going to plug our HDMI cable that goes to our TV or monitor that we're going to actually play the game on. So that goes back out so you can watch. Okay, the next is going to be your USB cable that comes with the Elgato that connects to your computer to allow you to use it. So we'll just plug it in there. And it powers up. So there, we're ready to go, and now we'll get into the software side. Okay guys, first you want to open up your Elgato software. It should be an icon on your desktop after you install it. Alright, and then the first thing you want to do is go to your capture under your device settings here, little gear here, click on that. And then what we're going to do is go down to our audio input, and we're going to change that to analog audio, because this will bring everything from our 3.5 cable that we have plugged into the Elgato into the software, and it will capture both your party and your chat. So go ahead and hit OK on that. Alright, and then the next thing we want to look at is over here is where your game audio is. Now, I'm not in a game right now, but you would, if I were in a game, you would start seeing it move around for the game audio. You can also adjust it here as needed, or you can adjust it on your actual remote. This is where your chat adapter comes into play, and so you'll need to adjust it here as needed. This actually helps out a lot more than the software itself adjustment on the audio, so keep that in mind. Adjust your audio here. Most of the time you have to press down to lower your volume on the game, and when you do that, it sort of turns your volume up on the actual microphone there. So make sure you check that part out, because that's very vital. If you look back over here at the game audio meter, if I tap on my headset mic, you'll notice that it spikes, meaning that it is pulling my microphone through the actual game audio itself. So there you have that. Now basically what you would do next, of course, is just record, but you want to adjust you may have to adjust your volume in the actual game settings, and you may have to tweak it here and also on the chat adapter. So at this point it's trial and error, but once you find the sweet spot, you'll be good to go. Alright, so that's all we're going to really look at on the Elgato only software. So next we'll look at using the XSplit method. Alright, our setup for XSplit is almost the same. Of course, we need our Elgato capture card here, and we'll need our HDMI cable from our Xbox One plugged into it, and then we go out from it on the other side with an HDMI cable to our monitor or TV. And of course, we'll need our USB cable that connects to the computer that makes everything work. Then we're going to take that 3.5 cable that we did have plugged into the Elgato, take it out, and we're going to plug it into our computer, into the mic in port, or you can plug it into the back of the computer, into your line in port, which in my case is blue on the back of my computer. Once you plug it in, depending on your computer and your sound card or your onboard sound card, whatever the case may be, you should get a pop-up wanting you to know what would you like to do, which device did you plug in, and of course we want to do a line in, which should be the first thing here. So we'll just accept OK, and then you can close this out. Now if your computer's different and that did not pop up asking you what to do, you can right click on your sound icon in the bottom right hand corner and click on play recording devices, and this screen should pop up, and you'll just see we got our line in right here and it's ready. If you don't see that, you can right click and click on show disabled devices and get that connected there. So of course, like I said again, you want it to be your line in. It needs to be set as your line in. And again, this may differ from computer to computer, but most of your newer computers nowadays, once you plug something in the line in or into your microphone port, it will prompt you on how you would like to use this. Okay, after we have connected our 3.5 audio cable to the computer, we need to go to xsplit.com and download XSplit BroadCaster. Now there's a free version and a paid version. You can do this with the free version, however there are some limitations. The main limitation being which capture cards you can use. You cannot use the Hauppauge HD PVR2, the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, the Roxio Game Capture. So if you have one of these, you will need to buy a license to unlock privileges to those cards. I pay $14.95 every 3 months for the personal version that pretty much unlocks everything you'll need. If you have any of the Elgatos or anything other than the three I mentioned, you should be good to go with the free version. The other main limitation to the free version is that the highest quality you can record in is 720p. So go ahead and get XSplit downloaded and installed on your computer, and go ahead and open it up. So let's go ahead and look at the software. Okay guys, talking about XSplit here, there's two different versions of XSplits you can get. You can get the XSplit BroadCaster and XSplit GameCaster. What I'm going to be showing you today is BroadCaster. That's the one I use. I like it because you can go through different transitions say you want a camera and the game, or just the game, or text. I mean, anything you want to do is pretty neat. Sort of like Wirecast, if you know anything about Wirecast. Anyway, first thing we need to do here is make sure we get our audio correct. So you see here, you got your microphone, and then your game audio, and then we have the options. So we're going to click on the little gear here and get to our options, and we're going to leave these the same. You can change this to none, so your default speakers will not be playing what you're recording just out loud. So, but if you keep it default speakers like I do, I just turn my computer volume off and use a headset if I needed to listen to it that way. Of course, the main thing here in the microphone, we want to make sure we have our line in. If it's not there, you need to drop down and get to your line in, like we talked about in the last part there. So once you get the line in, that's going to bring in your voice and your friend's voice all together. All right. So the next thing we need to do is make sure you set a delay on your microphone setting. So because you are using a USB capture device, so that's going to be give you a delay automatically. So set that to 1,000. That's what I use. That pretty much is roughly a second, I believe. So if it's still off, then you can tweak that. Leave everything else the same and hit apply, and then click OK. All right. The next thing we want to do is bring in our Xbox One through the capture device. So what we do here is webcam capture card device, and then over here we see our Elgato Game Capture HD. Click that. All right. Once that comes in, easiest way is to move it to the top corner and then drag your corner all the way to get a full screen. There we are. We have the nice GTA 5 map up there. Okay, so now if you would like to bring in a webcam, you go to the same add here, same source type, and go down to your capture card. So there's that. If you want to use that, if you want to right click on that, we'll bring up your settings for your webcam, and if you want to make sure that your microphone delay and your webcam delay is the same to get it all synced up. Alright, and that's really all you do on that, and you just click back on the screen and you're set there. I'm just going to remove the webcam at this time. Alright, let's make this full screen so maybe I can, it'll be a little bit easier to see. Sorry about that. Now, how do you record? So basically, once you've got your audio, see, you can see it moving here a little bit. It's never going to be too high here because we're using a line in, and really nothing shows up here because it's all coming through your mic port. Okay. So how do you record? You click up here to the top, go to broadcast, and you would click on local recording. But first, what you want to do is look at your recording settings by clicking on the gear here, and here you'll have standard high, very high, ultra high, and then custom. Got mine on ultra high. What I would do not start on ultra high. I would start either on standard or high and work yourself up. If you start seeing drop frames or glitches in the screen, you'll know that you've got it too high for what your computer can handle. And in just a minute, I'll show you how to check for drop frames. So you choose what you think you need or what you need, and you'll click OK. All right, and then to record, you'll go back up to broadcast, and you'll click record. And then this here will show you frames encoded, and then drop. If you start getting some numbers in the drop, you know you need to change your quality setting back in your recording settings. You do this until you get it stable and you stop seeing frame drops here, and you stop seeing little glitches on the screen. So there again with your audio, you will have to tweak it on your chat adapter on your controller and on the in-game settings. I'll show you some in-game settings on the next scene. I'll show you in GTA 5 where you can lower some things and show you how to get your end result, your party chat and your chat at a decent level. This does differ or vary in games. Like if you play Halo, again, there's no in-game sound settings, so you will have to depend on your chat adapter settings. You'll have to drop it down or raise it up however you need it. Once again, if you got a friend in a party chat that speaks real low, you're gonna have to tell them to speak up, because your voice will always be dominant over their voice. It's just the way this method works. But you can tweak it out so there's a happy medium there, where yours is not too loud and theirs is not too soft. Again, here I'll show you in just a minute what it sounds like and that it does work. Alright, so here we are, guys, in the game, GTA 5, and I do have someone in the party chat, Mr. Bubba James. James, you there?
Yeah, I read you loud and clear, Mr. Civic.
Loud and clear. You may hear some feedback because he is in the same building as me, but we are in party chat, and he's on this street somewhere. I think he's... Where is he? Oh, yep, there he is. There's Mr. Bubba James right there. So, can you hear me okay, Mr. James?
Yeah, I hear you good, Mr. Civic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, coming in good. So, there you have it. You can hear your game audio, and you can hear yourself, and you can hear your party chat. Alrighty. So in just a minute I will show you the in-game settings. So let's go ahead and go to that. If you hit start, you can go into your settings and go into audio, and then there you have. I have my music volume turned all the way down, because if you plan on putting this on YouTube, then you want to have that turned off, because there are some songs in here you get copyright strikes over. So I got my sound effects down, dialogue boost down. So you want to tweak that to get the best ratio of you talking and your party chat people talking. And then, of course, again, use your chat adapter to do some more tweaking. But there you have it. Pretty simple enough, huh, Mr. James?
Sounds simple to me.
Alrighty. Whoops. Well, anyway, there you go. It can be done. Then I'll show you in the description all the parts and the software that you will need. If you would, like and subscribe if this helped you out. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. So have a good one. Thanks for watching the Civic Mafia channel as Bubba James runs by. Alright. See you guys.